Hello everyone, I was just looking at my roots. Look, they're starting to get very big. I think I get my hair done like next week, thank goodness for that. I was like, why does my hair look so weird? But I think that's it. Anyway, we're doing another collection video today. Hello, we're on a roll. This collection is like brand new out on Flower Nose and it is so pretty. I'm actually very excited for this collection because it does feature duos, blush duos, and like a face palette, eyeshadow palette, and also some like eyeliner, mascara vibes as well. Lipsticks, so we'll do lip swatches, just everything in this collection I'm very, very excited for. Hopefully it goes better than my last Flower Nose video. I'll link that one down below. That one was a bit hit and miss. If you want to see why, I mean, you can go watch it. This collection, it just looks beautiful. It's called the Cloud Cover something. Oh, Butterfly Cloud Collar Collection. Something about butterflies landing on a cloud collar. I don't know, but the packaging is so beautiful. We'll go in depth with it as we go. I actually do want to start out with the face palettes because I'm just so excited and I just feel like I need a bit of bronzer. Got on my foundation, concealer, and a little bit of powder and a little bit of brows. So I've never tried anything like this from Flower Nose, but I do typically love the blushes, so I'm very excited for this, and the highlighters too. So there's two different palettes here. This is like a fabric. It's very intricate. It's got like the metal. Doesn't want to focus, does it? The metal, and then like this fabric in between, little fabric windows. On the back we have the information about the product. Why is my camera doing this to me? So this is the shade 2. And in my opinion, the Flower Nose makeup is like a very good price for what you're getting. The quality most of the time is amazing. The packaging is always just 10 out of 10. It's so incredible, and just it makes you feel some kind of way when you're applying because it's just so perfect. I feel like a little angel baby when I wear these kinds of like products, like just because of the packaging, like it just makes you feel amazing. Enough babbling. Oh my god. So this is the second one. I probably should have shown you number 1 first. But this looks like a very good like contour kind of palette. Let me darken this even more just to really show you what we're looking at. So there's a couple different like contour shades and highlight shades as well. I will swatch them in just a second. You also get a huge mirror, which I love because I actually use mirrors in products. It's very sturdy packaging. The other one has more of like a blue like pattern on the front. So this is of course number 1. This one actually has a name. It's called Leaf Shadow. These are the colors inside, a little bit warmer. Still like a bit of like a contoury kind of color, but yeah, just not as gray. And then this beautiful like peachy highlighter and like a more light beige gold kind of highlighter. And look at the embossing on the powders as well. Like, isn't that just beautiful? So I'll swatch the first palette first. I have no idea what to expect because like I said, I haven't tried any bronzers. Okay. This is a very nice like warm kind of bronzer. There we go. Looks like it's got a bit of like a satin finish. Obviously we're going to try these on our face because I feel like it's kind of hard to really gauge how they're going to go just on your finger. That color is definitely a lot darker. It's still quite warm, like I really like that. I've got quite a bit of fake tan on as well today, so thank goodness. I was like, oh my god, they look quite pale in the pans. And then one of the highlighters here. Wow. That is so pretty. It's the perfect pale gold highlighter. I'll show you up close afterwards with the brightness down a little bit just to give you even more of an idea of how they look. And then the like peachy highlighter. Wow. That is so pretty. Oh my gosh, you can barely even see it on the camera, but in real life it's so gold and so peach, like a duochrome. Hopefully you can kind of get an idea of that color better here with the brightness down a little bit. The colors actually look really nice, like swatched. I think I like them better now that I've seen them swatched than what I just saw when I looked at them with my eye. A lot of their powders seem to do that. They always look a bit like like I'm talking their eyeshadow palettes as well, like, but when you actually swatch them, they're so nice. I don't know why that happens. So I definitely think that palette is probably going to be my favorite, but I'll swatch the cooler tone colors now as well. This one's definitely more of a contour. Look, once again, okay, with this lighting it doesn't look amazing, but it's actually a decent like depth of contour. It's very contour undertone. Like it's got that like cool toned base to it, like very grayish, which is what you want when you're contouring. I don't often contour these days. Like I kind of just bronze. Like, I don't know, I haven't been into contouring for years. I'll do it once in a blue moon, but you know what I mean. The next color looks like a better contour color for me right now. It's a little bit darker. And then is this like a matte highlighter, or like maybe it's like an under eye brightening powder or something? Because yeah, it's got no shimmer but a lot of pigment. Maybe we'll try it to set our under eye concealer, because I haven't actually set my concealer yet. And then this highlighter looks incredible in the pan, and yeah, it does not disappoint. Yeah, that is so bright. That might be too pale for me right now, but with no fake tan on, I think I would love that highlighter up the top there. Oh my gosh, this actually hurts to hold up my arm. I've been working out again. And I did like arms and chest yesterday, and even just holding my hand up right now is like killing me. There you go. So this is palette number 1 and this is palette number 2. Very clear differences with the undertones. Do I do a little bit of contouring for old time's sake? I'll do a little bit, but I'm not going to go super intense like sculpted, because I don't know. I just feel like it looks weird on me now. I don't know. I'm going to actually take this one, because it's not as grey, but it's still quite grey. And this is a shimmer tulip brush, because I don't want it to be too intense. I don't know. I'm a little bit scared. Okay, no, this colour is literally like the most perfect contour shade for me. You can literally see where I put it. I haven't blended it out yet, but look at that. It looks like a shadow. This could convert me into liking contours again. I need to clip back my hair. I'm going to take a little bit of the lighter one, or what is it, more grey one. I feel like that's going to be like real intense contour. Yeah. Okay, anyways. Does work well. I'm going to set under my eye. I'll use one of the little flower nose powder puffs. Just taking a little bit of this. Do I need to smooth? That looks pretty good. Just taking a small amount. Yeah, that's super brightening under the eye. Now, worth noting that obviously this shade range isn't amazing. I think it's just the 2 palettes. Look how brightening that is. Whoa, that's real brightening. And it's not heavy looking under my eyes either, surprisingly. I thought it would be, because the powder is like very intense when you swatch it. I'm just applying like a little tap at a time. Alright, I'm not going to use the shimmery highlighter right now though, because obviously I want to use some stuff from the other palette. I'm actually shocked that I like those colours. I still haven't done a perfect job at blending, because I'm actually going to use bronzer like at that top edge. But you can clearly see that that has helped to sculpt my face so much. I'm going to use a little bit of the more grayer one and do a slight bit of nose contouring. 'Cause I mean, I don't really nose contour, but a little bit of the highlight color, like the matte one. I'll do a little bit of the shimmery one just on the tip of my nose. My nose is like literally uncontourable, because it's so like it literally goes one side. So it's like not straight on my face. You know what I mean? Like it's curved. The colors are great to contour, can confirm. Moving on to the shade 1. Can't believe how much I like this. I'm actually shocked. I genuinely thought I would not touch this with a barge pole, but I'm glad I tried it today, otherwise it probably would have just sat in my drawer. I'm going to take the same brush. I'm going to start with the lighter kind of bronzer color and just blend kind of above where I put the contour. So I want to add some warmth back to my skin. Now I'll go in with the darker bronzer. Why can I barely see this? I think it low-key like blends in with my face. I don't know. I'm not seeing it very much. Are you guys seeing it? Maybe when I edit this video I'll see it. Sometimes that happens. Sometimes like in real life I see things that you guys don't on camera, and then other times in real life I'll be like, oh, it just doesn't look like much. But then when I'm editing the video I'm like, okay, no, you can definitely see that. It's so weird. I feel like, dare I say it, this one's a little bit more patchy. Or is it because I'm using the same brush? Maybe I should have taken a clean brush. I feel a little bit like muddy. Like it's not the worst, but I was expecting to like it way more. It's definitely kind of like a satiny finish, the lighter color. And I think the darker one's like matte. I think I do like it. I just think I've applied it a bit funny. I'll have to try it again. Yeah, I feel a bit muddy. We will try the highlighter, but I want to do blush and stuff first, so we'll wait to do it later. Let's dive into the eye makeup, because I love flower nose eyeshadows. I haven't come across one yet that I haven't liked. So they've got 3 with this collection. I'll start with number 1. Number 1 is this light blue package with like a red detail. And it is called, whoops, I have it upside down. The Flower Nose Butterfly Cloud Color Collection and Boss 6 Color Eyeshadow Palette. This is shade 1. And inside, woo, The colours are spectacular. We will swatch them in a second. Number 2 is more pink, like the packaging's more pink. And then inside, these colours do something to me. I love this one. Oh my gosh. It's hard for you guys to see through the camera, but those 2 shades look quite like shimmery duochromy vibes. The pink especially like is singing to me. Here's what the first palette looks like from far away as well in the dark. Peachy terracotta kind of red vibes. Here's the final one, shade 3, palette 3, whatever you want to say. It's got like a lilac kind of look to it, and then inside it's much more cool toned with like kind of lilac-y colours, a couple of shimmers in there, and obviously the packaging is incredible. The little butterflies embossed in the packaging, and then the actual powders being embossed as well. It's just so incredible. The little birds, oh my god, literally it's just perfection. Let's do some swatches. We'll start with palette 1. I have no idea which ones I'm going to use today. This is kind of going to dictate what we're going to do because I cannot choose. I'm just going to swatch them all left to right. Incredible. Look how creamy. There's a little bit of powderiness, but you just blend it out and it's so smooth and even. It's such a light color and it's just so smooth. This color I already know I'm going to love. It's like a neutral terracotta-ish kind of color. Like, I don't know how to describe it. It's so nice. And then into a shimmer. This one's like a glittery shimmer. This is like a gold. Wow. It almost reminds me of those Patrick Tar top coats. It's not really got a base color to it. It's just glittery with like gold and silver at the same time. It's so nice. Then the next one has a bit more of a base color to it, like a really nice warm bronzy terracotta peachy shimmer. It doesn't look like much, but I'll show you up close soon. This next color literally looks incredible and it's so creamy. Like how nice is that? It's like a pinky neutral, pinky, I don't know. Don't you just love like how I describe colors? It's really intelligent. And then the final color, a really deep brown. Beautiful. So rich. It's like a warm palette, but not just orange, if that makes sense. Like it's so nice. A bit more of a close-up for you so you can see those shimmery glittery colors as well. Gorgeous. And they are so creamy. Like they're powders, but they will go on so creamy and just, I don't know. I love the formula. Palette number 2 swatches. This one, oh my god, I'm so excited for this one. It's like a pale lilac. I don't even know how I would use these colors. This one's like much brighter. Like I don't know how I would use them, but I want to because they're just so pretty. They're so milky. And then the kind of blue, glittery, it's like blue, purple and pink duochromy glitter. And then this one's the one I'm excited for. It's like pink and purple. Oh my god. I mean, I've got a million colors like this at this point, but I just love it. It looks really crap in this lighting, but I promise you in real life, it's literally insane. I'll do another layer. This color looks absolutely stunning as well. It's a little bit more pink than the other 2. This first one's very milky lavender, like pretty much like a brow bone color with a slight lavender undertone. The next one is a brighter light lavender, and then this one's a deeper like medium pinky undertone. And then the final one is a bit rogue. It's like a very deep grey. See what I mean? Like it's, I don't know, I haven't really seen a colour like that. The shimmers are unreal. Like I'm really upset you can't really see them as amazing as they are in real life. All of these swatches, honestly, like they look so much better in real life. But yeah, it's quite a pale kind of palette, and then obviously you have that really dark grey random colour. 3. This one again looks quite pale in the pans, so let's give it a go. Doesn't look as purple as the previous one. Should I just show you real quick side by side? See, these colors in the number 2 are much, I want to say like brighter, but they're not exactly like super bright. These are more just like cool toned neutrals with a little bit of like that purple undertone. Beautiful brow bone highlight, similar to the one in the other palette, but much less color. This is basically just a very milky pale baby pink. Next up, a beautiful, like that would look so nice in the crease just for like a very chill makeup look, soft glam makeup look. It's gonna like kind of contour almost because it's got that kind of like pinky grey undertone. Then we have a beautiful like golden type shimmer. This one's much more shimmery, less glittery. The other palettes have more of like a glitter finish. This one's super fine. This next color looks incredible. It's like a mauve glittery shimmer, kind of more glittery like the other ones, but it's still quite fine. A deeper mauve kind of matte crease color, I suppose. So pretty. And then finally, the darkest color in this one's much more of like a, I want to say chocolatey brown, but a little bit more like cooler toned. Very, very pretty once again. If you love cool tones, this is the one for you. Let's darken it up a bit. So do you need all of these palettes? Probably not. Pick your fave. I'm actually so drawn to this third one. I don't know what it is about it, but it looks so pretty. So I might mix and match a couple of the palettes. I think I'm going to use like some of the matte ones from this one. First, I'm actually going to go into the first palette with this color right here. I'm going straight in. I'm not even going to prime. I should be. I have been enjoying my P. Louise primer again lately, but I mean, whatever. I'm just lazy right now. The pigment's beautiful. So I'm just using this color because I want like that warm kind of water. And I'm bringing it all the way up on my brow bone, like almost right under my eyebrow. These eyeshadows always just blend like a dream. I haven't had any problems with blending any of the colors so far, I don't think. Like, I don't even have to try. I love eyeshadows that you can just like whip on and you know that they're just gonna blend out and look beautiful. I actually love how bright my under eye is today. Like, I've not done like a very highlighted contoured look like this in a while and I'm kind of digging it. Next up I'm going to take a more dense brush. This is a tulip crease brush. I'm going to use the third palette now because I really want to like try out these cooler tones. Maybe this one. It looks so pretty. By the way, there is a mirror with this collection. Here it is. There's 3 different mirrors, but I chose to keep this one. It's like a lilac lavender one. I think there's like white, pink and lavender, or blue, pink and lavender. I can't remember. But I love these mirrors. I use them all the time because my eyesight is not the best since having a baby. Even though I had LASIK back in the day, that worked literally until I had a baby. Then my eyes changed again. It was real weird. I'm going to apply that on the outer to halfway across the crease. Like keeping it kind of more focused in the deeper parts. I really need to go get my brows like professionally laminated or something because I'm just having bad brow days every day. Like I need to, yeah, I think I need a lamination. That's when I loved my brows the most, is when they were like laminated. Okay, I'm gonna go in now with this color. Sometimes I wonder if it's the packaging that makes the colors look a bit like wishy-washy on camera because like the packaging's so reflective and, you know, metallic and stuff. Maybe it like makes the colors look a bit different. Oh my god, it's so pretty. So it's just a little bit lighter than the other color. I have to use the pink, like I just have to. This like duochrome pink. I think first I'm going to take the brighter light pink, this one right here. And I've put that like right where we're going to highlight. Kind of blending out those first colors a little bit. On the eye, these come off like quite kind of pinky almost, like very mauvey pinky, whereas in the palette they almost look a bit more like purplish. Going back in with the more brown color that we first started with, that's a bit more peachy. Just going back and forth and blending. And look, all of these colors are beautiful to work with. I actually was going to go in with one of the weird dark colors, but I wonder, maybe we go in with this like terracotta-ish kind of color because I'm obsessed with it. And I think it's going to look really cool with all these colors. I'm taking this really slim blender brush now. And I'm just going to kind of tap that on the outer V and blend it in a little. A little bit powdery, a little bit of like kickback when I pick up the colors in the pan, and a little bit of fallout under my eye. So I'll brush that off in a second, we'll see how we go. Yeah, absolutely fine. It didn't stain. I think I'll take the darkest color from this palette now. So much pigment. Adding a small amount of that in like a wing shape. How cool would it be if Flower Nose did a big eyeshadow palette with like, you know, 16 colors or something. I'm gonna also apply a little bit of this color just underneath the eye right here. I've been very religious with my retinol lately and my skin went through like a bit of a purging phase. Like down here is still happening, but holy, like my skin looks pretty smooth. I'm just gonna go in and use my finger, I think, with, I kind of want to use this as a base. I'm gonna use this on my finger, this bright pink we kind of diffused with, and I'm not too worried with how this looks. I just want to stamp it on there because I really want the shimmer to like stand out, okay? I will just try to get it looking reasonably even on both sides, like the shape. And then I'm going to go in with the duochrome pinky color and press that right on top with my finger. You could use a brush too, but I just think fingers are always gonna give you a more intense result with like any type of shimmery, glittery eyeshadow, you know? I'm leaving the very inner corner. I'm gonna do something else there. I'm also gonna wipe some underneath across the lash line. Now in the innermost corner, I'm going into palette 2 with the lightest color right here. So it's just like a matte, and I'm going to apply that to the inner corner, like I think I said that. Got a bit of fallout from the shimmery color. It's kind of like speckled its way across like under my eyes, but it's not too bad once I buffed it off. And then I think I'm just going to keep it kind of simple and go in to the first palette with the very light color. Might add some like highlighter from somewhere else on top of, oh gosh, it's so pigmented. I forget how pigmented it is. Just going back in with some of the lighter pinky colors to blend that out. Beautiful. All right, let's swatch these eyeliners because I'm pretty sure I remember there was like a blue, I mean not blue, brown and black. I said blue because the packaging on this one's blue. First of all, obviously the packaging is stunning, but look at that tip. It is so small. Like if I hold that near my eye area, that's like half the size as a regular eyeliner, which is interesting. So you can obviously get a very thin line with that. That's like a very nice deep brown. I'm assuming this is going to be black. Yeah, I'm going to let it dry and we'll see if it like smudges. And then there's also mascaras. Packaging, obviously unreal. It reminds me of like a vintage perfume. Like that's what it looks like to me. This is what the wand looks like. So you can see this is a brown one. Kind of got like little bristles underneath the brush almost. You see that? Like they're on like one side. It's a little bit curved. Don't mind the look of that. And then I'm assuming, yeah, that's a black one as well. Might do brown because I love brown and we'll see if it's any good. I mean, that's black. I was going to do brown, but it looks like we're doing black. Why did I just pick that up and assume it was going to be the brown one? Alright, when I say that this is so pigmented and so black, like I'm serious, that is very black. The brush is so good to get like a nice thin line, but so annoying to fill in the wing because it's so small. When I apply it, it doesn't seem to be much like bleeding. Actually, I take that back. There's a little bit of bleeding on the inner corner. Here's how it looks up very close. A little bit of bleeding where I like kind of pressed the brush firmer. But overall, looks very good. The coverage is amazing over the glitter. There's not much glitter. There's like one little speck of glitter that I can see. It covers the glitter up really nicely. If you know, you know. Gone a bit too thick now. It's a bit thicker than I wanted because when you push down you do get like a thicker line. Like the brush is very flexible. It's like a little brush. It's not super firm like a felt tip or something, you know. You kind of want to do a very light pressure if you do want it to be very thin, but it is so easy to get a nice sharp wing. I've just waxed the brows down a bit because they were just doing my head in. Alright, trying at the mascara. Let's see. It's quite wet, like very wet. And I'm finding the brush a little bit awkward, to be quite honest with you, because I keep wanting to like rotate, because the way I apply my mascara is I put it like at the base and I kind of rotate the brush, but as I'm doing that I'm kind of just hitting nothing because the bristles on the underside, like I think, yeah, they're basically like non-existent. So it will take some time to get used to this one, I think. Honestly, I'm not seeing very much happening. My lashes just look, I don't know. They don't even look better. They just look like whatever. This is probably one of my least favorite mascaras I've used in ages, which is sad because I love this brand so much. But just being honest with you, like it's not doing much at all. Look at that. Like it's just literally, it's doing the bare minimum. I'll try doing one more coat. I guess you get like a little bit more length on the second coat, but it's just, it's not for me. I'm going to use a different mascara on the other eye and we'll just see what like kind of difference there is. And I won't use my XO Beauty one because everyone knows that's my favorite right now and I don't want it to look like I'm just bashing another mascara. So we'll use, I don't know, this one, Maybelline Surreal. I love this one too. Let's see how this one goes on this eye. This is actually a bad example because it's like drying out. I've almost finished this tube. I'm loving the eyeshadows today with my hazel eyes. Like I just think the colors look so nice. I don't know if this is a very good example because they look kind of similar. Maybe I don't hate the flower nose one as much as I thought. Honestly though, the wand is enough for me to like not really like the flower nose one. It looked intriguing at first, but it was kind of hard to apply. And I feel like I look like I've got more lashes with this formula. Like the other one kind of, it separates. It does a very good job of separating. It's not very voluminous, it's not very lengthening. It just kind of separates and that's about it. I don't know. I don't love it though. I'm gonna use some of this on top. Now it's going clumpy. Yeah, I think this mascara is just really old too. Honestly, just ignore everything I say. I don't know what I'm talking about at this rate. We'll put on some falsies, okay? We'll fix it. But overall, you know what? I still don't like it, okay? The mascara is not for me. I don't know if I'm being too harsh on the mascara, but I'm still gonna say like I'm so underwhelmed. Like, I wanted it to be amazing and it's not. It's just not. I might still like keep trying them. We'll see how they go. Maybe the formula will grow on me. You know how a lot of mascaras are like that? You know, you don't like them at first and then you do. And it's like a whole journey. Whatever. I'm going to put on some falsies and I'll be right back. Guys, I'm about to put on my lashes, which I'm just choosing the Demi Wispies today. Throwback. I forgot that they've got a friggin' lash curler. It's so cute. It's just baby blue. But I forgot to use it and I'm not about to use it now. Like, I don't want to fry my lashes. But I definitely could have used this because I feel like, yeah, the mascara formula was not curling whatsoever. So it would have been nice, but here we are. Also, just before I put on my lashes, I'm just waiting for my lash glue to dry a little. Let's... I'm literally pushing so hard. Look at that. Amazing. The glue is still drying, but these always slap, these lashes. They really do. Eye makeup looks so much cooler in real life. Let me make it real dark. Like, look how much that pink glows. Like, it literally glows. It's unreal. Like, I love all of these colors, honestly. They all blended together so nicely as well. Like, you wouldn't expect all of those colors to work together, but they are so, so blendable. This is one of my favorite parts. Well, hopefully it is, because I'm really scared these are gonna disappoint me. We've got, I think, five different blush duos. This is how they look. And then they just look so cute. Not the best for like my storage, but like it's just so beautiful that I'll let it go. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I just can't be angry at it. It's unreal. It looks so vintage and so beautiful. And then they are duos on the inside with a mirror. Got a label. Like, they're very nicely magnetized. They're not just gonna pop open. They're just so pretty. They're all different colors. So I will do them in order. We'll do a little swatch before I figure out, like, you know, obviously which one I want to wear today. Don't think, yeah, this is just on here now, so we'll just have to accept that. This first one is number 1 Rouge Snow. This comes in a white packaging with the like red accents, and these are the colors. This duo is super, super pale. Once again, this was what happened with the last collection. I just don't know how I would use these colors, but I will swatch them for you. Like, if you are the most pale of pale people, maybe you'll use like the pink as a blush, but I think for most people this would almost be more of either like a sculpting kind of, you know, color, or like using a very little amount of that to kind of set your under eye concealer and stuff. I do not imagine me using this ever. Moving along. Baby blue packaging. So sweet, so cute. Got it like stuck to my finger. Why don't you tell me? Seaborn Moon. This one has a blue. Guys in chat, please tell me how you would wear this. This is called a blush duo. Anyway, maybe you could put the blue on top of the pink to make it more cool tone. Here's the pink. Beautiful pink. Oh, it looks kind of shit in my swatch, but it's actually so pretty. It's like the most perfect, just like neutral peachy pink. Third one, stunning darker pink and lighter pink. In real life, it is like probably more this kind of tone that you're seeing now. Here we go. Quick recap in the sliding view. This is the first one, second one, and the one we're going to swatch now, the third one. Pale baby pink. It's a bit cool toned, and then a more, yeah, peach pink, kind of similar to that one but a little bit more cool toned. Now these are like powdery blushes as well. I'm just gonna keep it dark so you can see the colors better. My favorite formula of theirs are like the more velvety creamy ones, so we'll see how we go. The last time I tried the powder ones I wasn't like super stoked. This is number 4, purple packaging with a lilac and a pink. Reminds me of my XO Beauty one, if you know you know. Lilac, which actually can look so pretty. It's a random color, I know, but honestly. And then the pink, it's like similar to this one but like more bright. It's kind of cool toned. Oh, I'm really nervous I'm not gonna like these. The final one, this is number 5. Mine doesn't have a label. It's like a press one with no label, but this is the 5th, and it comes with like a like peachy beige and then a deeper like mauvey brownie color. Once again, like, how are people using these? Please let me know. Peach color. I mean, it could still look pretty on the certain skin tones, but not many skin tones are going to be able to use this, which is shite. Beautiful colors. I just don't think they'll really show up. I'm nervous because I just feel like majority of these are going to be crap. Let's go on with this one because I feel like it's one with like the most kind of color. A little bit of the purple just to show you what it looks like. It looks like nothing. Never mind. Okay, going with the pink. Yeah, maybe the powder blushes from this brand are just not for me, because this happened in my last video too. If you have any words of encouragement, words of wisdom, if you know how to really make these pop, how would you apply these? Give me some ideas. Let's try to make these work because there must be a way. I'm gonna go in with these brownie colors. I'm just like mashing colors on right now because I look muddy now. Like I look gaunt, not in like a skinny way, just in like a kind of morgue, like I'm in the morgue. And for highlighter, I think the peach is gonna look terrible if we use that. We'll do this light gold. Honestly, if you couldn't tell, I'm so disappointed in the blushes. They were like the part I was most excited for. But whatever, let's try the highlighter. I do usually like their highlighter formulas. Yeah, stunning. I literally look like I've got a huge bruise on my cheek now. If you want a duo, purple and pink, I have to show you on this weird angle because if I shot, like, the lighting's weird. Lavender and Posy by XO Beauty. This one doesn't make you look like you've passed away. Just saying. But honestly, like, everything else, apart from the mascara and the blushes, I'm obsessed with. And the contour palette, I'm so pleasantly surprised by. I feel like we need some blush. We're just gonna use this because we're right here. Because I'm just looking like grey and I just need some life back in my face. That's so much better. I think I've put on too much now because I'm like overcompensating. Mixing the both of the colors together, by the way. And when I put on this lavender blush, like it's more like cool toned. It's not like dead. Love that highlighter. It's so pretty. It just looks like a shine, like it's shimmery, but it's not like making my skin look crap, you know? It's so pretty and so smooth. Love. I actually don't know which palette I like more now, but I think I'm gonna do a little bit of this color on my brow bone. I just need a like tiny wee brush, so I want to get it right up under my brow. Oh my god, it's so full on. It is so pigmented. And then let's just do a little touch of that right on the inner corner too. Let's move on to the final step of this review swatch video. We're going to do lip swatches. So these are glossy lipstick. There's 3 of the blue packaging, 3 of the white packaging, and 3 of the pink packaging. So the blue one, we'll start with number 1. We'll do some swatches on my hand. Let me wipe this off. I'm going to swatch on both my hand and my lips as we go. So number 1 looks like this. By the way, the packaging. So obviously, like, I think I tried this, is it the same formula or similar formula in my last video and loved it. I do prefer a traditional bullet shaped lipstick, but it's like this. Very balmy kind of texture, very glossy, very shiny. You can apply just a small amount or you can like do a thick opaque layer to get like a full color payoff. It's cool how you can kind of wear them how you want depending on the look. And the packaging looks similar to like the contour palettes and everything. It's got flower nose on the top. Very cutesy. Smell good. You can see the pigment's incredible. This is like the perfect peach. I'll show you what I mean. I'm gonna apply most of them like full on, but I'll just like dab this on so you can see like the different ways you can kind of wear them. See just like a little tint of color. Imagine maybe if I didn't have foundation all over my lips, or you can like swipe them on, and I recommend not winding them up too much because they are very melty and the shine is insane. It's like a hybrid of a lip gloss and a lipstick, I would say. So that is shade 1. It's actually not as pigmented, I feel like, as the last set of colors. On my hand it looks quite pigmented. Maybe because I had like, yeah, some foundation left on my lips. I actually love that though, like that's pretty. Number 2 looks quite a bit darker in the bullet. It's not really. It's a bit more neutral. It's a bit more brownish. True Nude. That's definitely like on my bare lips because I wiped off everything first. And it's still a little bit, not sheer, but you know, it's not super opaque, which I don't mind. I quite like the way it looks, but I'm just letting you know. I feel like this kind of color would look pretty with like a full face of makeup or like no makeup. It's almost like a tinted lip balm. The final one with the blue packaging, number 3. They look so vastly different in the tube often than what they actually swatch like. That one looks way more pigmented though, in saying that, don't you reckon? That looks like a proper brown. I'd say that one's like more of a statement color than the other two. What do you think? It's like a terracotta brownish color, like a warm brown. Definitely don't like it with this eye makeup, but I could imagine it would be pretty with like neutrals. Now we are on to the pink. So we've got number 4. Same packaging, it's just pink. This is so pretty. Look at that color. It's like a watermelon pink. I'm obsessed with the way that looks. I hope it looks good on my lips. That is everything. Like with this eye makeup, don't you reckon like that's just so much better? Literally obsessed with that color. It's like the perfect like Barbie pink, but it's still wearable because it's that nice glossy kind of, you know, shine formula. I'm obsessed. Okay, I'm gonna put this one to the side because I think that with like a lip pencil will look so nice, but we'll see if we like any of the others more. Next up we'll do 5, and that looks so pretty as well. It's a little bit less peach. It's a little bit more vibrant and darker. Oh, see, that looks so nice too. I don't know which one I like more. I almost need something slightly more cool tone probably with this eye makeup, but I don't know if we're gonna get what we want. It's another option. I'm obsessed. I love it. I love both. I don't know which one I like more. I think honestly they look quite similar on the lips because of the sheer kind of like texture that they are. You could probably just pick one or the other. I don't know if you'd need to buy both. Then we have number 6, which looks vastly different to the other two. Bit more mauve. See, this might look really nice with my eye makeup. Let's see. See, that just complements everything going on perfectly. That's exactly, like, I literally just got what I wished for. I manifested that. Similar kind of like tones to the others, just a bit more cool rather than peachy or warm. Right, I'm putting that to the side because that is so far the winner for what I'm going to wear today. All right, then 7, this is white packaging now. These are going to be more peach perhaps. Yeah, a little bit more peach than the previous shade. Kind of peachier. It's like still nice with this eye makeup, but I think it's got more of that peach undertone rather than pink undertone as the previous shade. Number 8. Oops. This is much peachier. Peachier. It's like terracotta peach. Brick peach almost. Oh wow. I love this color, but I don't think with this makeup. This one's like quite pigmented. It's applied like a bit more uneven. There we go, I just had to blend it out a bit. This looks horrible with my makeup and my blue outfit, I think, but pretty color with the right makeup probably. You know, more bronze makeup, bronze, copper sparkle, eye pigment, imagine. The last one, number 9, same kind of like depth as the previous one, but it's a bit more like pink. See what I mean? Similar to the last one, but a bit more pink, but it's definitely not pink. Almost like if you took red and then made it way less saturated. You know, it's like a very pale red, which, you know, in your mind you're like pale red would be like pink, right? But do you see what I mean? It's like a less opaque red. I think that's the way to put it. yeah, I like it. This, just like this, with like a more minimal eye makeup, with really nice, beautiful, even skin, with some bronzer and everything on, literally would be 10 out of 10. The same kind of way I would wear like a red lip tint, wearing this instead for a bit more color. I'm actually obsessed. Like, I kind of want to center a whole look around this color because I think it's so pretty. Just not with this makeup, but it's so pretty. That's definitely one of my favorite shades. But we do have a favorite today. We're going to go in with shade 6. That's so pretty. It looks even better than I thought. This is Pinky Brown, by the way, by Huda Beauty, the lip pencil. I'll have everything I've used today down below, including my foundation and everything. And don't worry, I'm not showing my base. I know heaps of people like myself, the base is like their favorite part of videos, but just when I'm doing in-depth collection videos like this, it just makes the video way too long. Like, I just like to focus on the collection as much as I can. So yeah, don't worry. I'm still gonna do like full face tutorials and things. I think this is the last collection I have for now. I love this lip combo. It is literally perfection. It feels so comfortable. I can't imagine it would be super long wear. I think it's the kind of lipstick you're gonna want to take on the go with you because it's like the nature of it. It's literally like a lip balm. Like, it feels like lip balm. I love it with this eye makeup too. I think that's so perfect. So yeah, overall, the contour palettes / bronzer palettes, I actually love both, I think. I'll try the bronzer some more with different brushes, because I think I kind of muddled the colors together a little bit too much. But literally this highlight color brought it home for me either way. Like, I'm obsessed with this highlight color and I think I will love the peach too. This, I think, has reignited my love for contouring a bit. I might start doing a bit more contouring now that I have this. The eyeshadow palettes, I love them all. The eyeliners, I think, are amazing. Minus the fact that they slightly bleed, but it's honestly not bad. Like, I'm not really gonna complain. I think it still looks quite nice. I should really touch up this bit here. I got some glitter over it because I retouched up my glitter eyeshadow off camera. Yeah, I still really like the eyeliner. I don't know if it's like my favorite eyeliner I've ever used. The mascara, the blush duos are double but I still had so much fun trying out a bunch of this stuff. Like I said, if you've got any ideas on what I can do with the blushes to make them like usable, I would love to figure that out together so I can do like a follow-up video and we can like show people how it's done, I guess, because right now I'm like, what? Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. It really does help me out. Please leave a comment if you are so inclined. I would love to hear from you, and I will talk to you guys in my next video. Bye!